Hi everyone, Thumper here, and we've just dropped back into our turn 6 of our DCS Liberation campaign. We're going to be flying CAS on the front line in the F-18C on this mission. Let's go ahead and seat into the aircraft and get started up. So once again, we're going to have a heavy CAS presence. I'm going to be leading in just to drop some bombs in the F-18 here. I'm going to be using 8 times these GBU-12 500-pound laser-guided bombs. Right, let's go ahead and get our engines fired up. We have another beautiful clear day here on the Caucasus map. And looks like, let me put my throttle to idle. Looks like we're taxiing to, what runway is that? 26. Yeah, this is wrong. This is incorrect neighborhood information.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
I've been messing around with the Hornet a bit more recently. The Hornet was the first aircraft I started to learn the game on. I later fell in love with the F-16 and didn't really go back to the Hornet for a long time. It is all flowing back to me though, however. Let's get our ground alignment started. Since we don't have any real ground crew to worry about, we'll go ahead and flip our radar over. Alright. She is aligning. Let's go ahead and close the canopy. Quiet it down in here a little bit. FCS reset, trim reset. Anti-skid on. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. Go ahead and get the FLIR on standby here. And go ahead and get our HMD aligned. Alright. That is finished. And let's go ahead and take a look at our armament while we wait. And let's see. We're going to want to put these into... Leave them on auto. Use instant code. We want to make sure we have that set up for 11688. Step 1688. There we go. Laser codes entered. Perfect. Let's take a look on this screen at our FCS. This screen will pull up our checklist. We look good. And let's take a look at our knee board again. So we're going to have our departure on 266, which we are not on. We're going to have our Overlord. Should be on 226. So let's put that as our radio 2. Great. We're looking pretty good. We just gotta wait for the alignment to finish, and we should be ready to taxi. Just for the sake of it, we'll throw these lights on. Based on the way the JTAC is changing, seems like Frontline is probably already getting decimated. Not necessarily so. There is only a couple tanks out here. We really don't have that many on the front line, which is very confusing because we have like a lot of frontline power on the actual Liberation interface. But let's go ahead and finish things up here. Let's get out there and drop these GBUs. Now, I did schedule other CAS flights to follow me in, but I really have a feeling they're not going to have anything to shoot at. Looks like some MiGs have taken off. The A-50. Everything else seems to be holding. INS is almost aligned, and then we can taxi on out. And at this point, I guess we'll go ahead and request some taxiing here.
Mozdok, Pontiac 1-1, request startup. Pontiac 1-1, Mozdok, cleared for startup, wind 001 at 5 meters per second.
Now, I know I'm supposed to be an IFA, but as I understand it, that is possibly bugged this patch, so I'm just going to put it in nav this time around.
Mozdok, Pontiac 1-1, request taxi to runway. Overlord 1-1, airborne. Pontiac 1-1, Mozdok, clear to taxi to runway 26.
Let me go ahead and slow down here. I think this A-10's probably going to take off after his buddy. Nope. Nope. Not going to do it. Alright. He must be grouped with that other A-10. Now, if you watched the video last time, at the very end, we had a lovely situation where a number of our planes, like 12 of them, stopped halfway down our runway, and then they all crashed into each other and died, which was great. But I'm pretty sure it did not actually count those as destroyed in the Liberation interface,
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord
because
1-1, Bra
there was a lot more that exploded on the runway than it actually counted.
Hot.
So that's fun.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 282, Fort 170 at 13,000 hot.
And what is our target waypoint? Our target waypoint is waypoint 2. Once we take off, we'll just start tracking waypoint 2.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 282, Fort 170 at 13,000 hot.
There he goes.
Pontiac 1-1, unable to clear for takeoff. Pontiac 1-1, Mozdok, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.60.
All right. And rotating. Let's go ahead and get our gear up, flaps up. Those A-10s are banking right. Let me steer clear of them. Let's key up to our waypoint 2. And let's start heading there. I'm going to climb a bit more aggressively in the 18 than I would in an F-16. Because the F-18 can handle higher altitudes a little bit better. With those big fat wings. And while we're going, let's go ahead and get some other things set up. In particular, I'm gonna want my FLIR over here. Let's cycle that, see if it comes back up. I have made some changes to my graphical settings in hopes that I can get a little higher graphic fidelity for the good viewers of YouTube without hopefully sacrificing a lot of performance. We'll see how that goes. Passing through Angels 20. I think we will go ahead and just level off here. And there's our front line. Lots of little smoke plumes coming up. Don't see any red smoke as of yet. We're going to be primarily just looking for red smoke from the JTAC and dropping GBUs that way. Now, look how close our front line is to the runway. Now, the AI, I'm not sure if the AI is going to try to break through and go ahead and capture Vodi. But ideally, I was kind of hoping to actually mess around with the combined arms module a little bit, even as stupid as it is. So, I'm hoping they actually don't capture it this time. I just want them to put it as close as possible. And I'd like to drive an Abrams onto their runway in the next turn. Still not seeing red smoke, so before I get too far in this, let's go ahead and cheat a little bit. Well, actually, I think I can just ask the JTAC what he's doing.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 279 for 110 at 30,000 knots.
JTAC status. Targeting a Tunguska. Alright. That being said, we will continue to climb. Tunguskas are nothing to play nice with. Ah, there's some red smoke. Alright, there's a 29 looking at me. I'm gonna have to go ahead and turn off. Don't have proper air coverage yet. I will have to wait until the escort arrives. So let's just track back a little bit. How are we doing on time? It wants us doing CAS. Our ingress is at 24 minutes.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 296.
We're almost there.
At 11,000 hot. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 298, 470 at 9,000 hot.
Just do a nice big turn here.
Passing waypoint 1 at 30,000. Overlord 1-1, on station at bullseye 104,
Plug a bit of blower to be sure
at
here.
30,000.
They definitely are up. They're actually being attacked by a 16, a lone 16, which means one of them must got shot down.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 293, 460 at 9,000 hot.
I don't know, that R-77's probably gonna hit.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 295, 470 at 5,000 hot.
Nice.
Pontiac
Well,
1-1,
he traded.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 282, 110 at 35,000 cold.
I have one AMRAM on board. Go ahead and turn back into our front
Pontiac
line.
1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 282, 110 at 35,000 cold. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 281 for 110 at 35,000 knots.
281 for 110. Don't need to look for that yet. Let's see if we can find something that looks like red smoke. Be way off to our left here. Let's pull our EW back up. And we're just gonna fly overhead of that Tunguska from very high up.
Overlord 1-1,
Drop the big old bomb on it.
281 for 100 at 35,000 knots.
We're gonna try to do it before I get intercepted. We'll
Pontiac
see how that
1-1,
goes.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 296 for 80 at 25,000 cold. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 281 for 100 at 35,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 302 for 70.
We'll keep an
at
eye out, see if any smoke
26,000
goes up for
knots.
us. See if any missile launches happen.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 306 for 60 at 26,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 285 for 80 at 35,000 knots.
I'm gonna go ahead and pivot the plan here. Yeah, I was just looking at a big old fire down there. I figured that was a laser reflecting off, but it was not.
445 at 28,000 knots.
I dropped one. Let's see if it can correct. Tunguska destroyed. Beauty. Alright, now let's take a look down here. New target BMP2.
Overlord 1-1. Bra 282 480 at 35,000 gold.
Let's extend. Just a little bit here.
Pontiac 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 309 440 at 35,000 knots.
Let's extend out to about 12 miles to target, and then let's turn back in. Miles to target. Let's turn back in.
Pontiac 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 317 435 at 35,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 286 490 at 35,000 knots.
90 miles.
Pontiac 1-1. Overlord 1-1. Bra 338
35 miles.
at
35 miles is pretty
27,000
close.
knots.
We're gonna drop this and turn around again. Five seconds, hold the pickle button. And away. BMP damaged, but not destroyed. Let's see, it might get some late damage. 93%, it might be destroyed. It's interesting that it didn't destroy. It might have like connected with a tree or something.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 283, 480 at 35,000, cold.
That did kind of explode up there rather than on the red smoke.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 279, 490 at 35,000, cold.
Alright. Let's turn back in. Let's see if we can find him. Okay. I cannot get the laser spot track to go. Don't know if maybe that's a feature of the AT FLIR. I don't know the AT FLIR too well. But let's drop in the vicinity here.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 283, 480 at 35,000, hot.
And we'll see what happens.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 285, 480 at 35,000, hot.
There it goes. Now I'm marking a T90, which I expect to be over yonder. Could be in here. I don't see any red smoke that way. And that red smoke hasn't dissipated. So it really could just be a T-90 in there somewhere. Pretty forested area. Let's check how our front line is doing. Our frontline units. Oh, this tank. These tanks. Oh, they've stopped pushing. Okay. Good stuff. Alright, we'll go ahead and put another GBU in the same place. Oh, maybe over here.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 283, 490 at 35,000 knots.
Oh, had a...
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 311, 480 at 27,000 knots.
One away.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 295, 4100 at 18,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord
Nope.
1-1, Bra
Didn't hit
295,
it.
4100 at 18,000 knots.
Because there's no tank down there. He probably
Pontiac
drove
1-1,
away.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 308, 480 at 27,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 285, 490 at 35,000
That
knots.
is just where we hit.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 295, 4100 at 20,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 294, 4100 at 20,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 303, 480 at 27,000 knots.
Oh, now he's in the woods there. I'm never
Pontiac
gonna find
1-1,
him.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 293, 490 at 22,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 292, 490 at 22,000
No,
knots.
no, he is mobile. He is mobile. He's coming through those woods. All right.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord
Oh, let's turn back over here and see if we can lead him.
27,000 knots.
I think the JTAC is like a continual laser. So we should be able to find him.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 280, 490 at 35,000 knots. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 294, 480 at
We're gonna aim
24,000
for
knots.
right just in here.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 296, 480 at 24,000 knots.
Oh, there he is. There he is. We'll lead him just a little bit. We'll see if that bomb can find its way to him.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 303, 480 at 26,000 cold. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 303, 480 at 26,000 cold.
T-90 killed. Alright, good job scanning for targets. I think that means everything's probably cleared out. There is just a couple of infantry foot soldiers with like 4 A-10s coming at them.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1.
So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and drop what we have.
Cold.
We will go ahead
Pontiac 1-1,
and
Overlord
jettison.
1-1, Bra 303, 480 at 26,000 cold.
Let's see here.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 302, 480 at 26,000 cold.
And with that, let's go ahead and return to our base. Let's see here. Kneeboard. Waypoint 4 is going to be our landing. Let's head waypoint 3 and waypoint 4. Let's turn off our air to ground mode. Waypoint. Waypoint is off behind us. Is that correct? Have I gotten confused? No, that is not correct. Okay, waypoint 4 seems to have correct data. I may have screwed something up. Don't know. But regardless, let's head on back. Let's go ahead and see our report. Go ahead and start descending.
Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 283, 110 at 35,000 cold. Pontiac 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 295
And I think we're ready to stop hearing those calls, so let's go ahead and tune to something else here. And right about where my velocity vector is, top tip of it, there's Mozdok. And we're at 40 miles. We'll go ahead and get our fuel dump started. Go ahead and shed just a bit of weight here. And let's quickly check a status. What's happening out here? A-10s are killing the infantry. Much like real life. A-10s just being used against armed combatants. Alright. Another MiG-29. Still haven't captured the runway. It's good. $20 miles. We're gonna go ahead and call into Mozdok. We're gonna see if we can get this AI ATC to actually direct us in correctly.
Mozdok, Pontiac 1-1, inbound. Pontiac 1-1, Mozdok, fly heading 084, 427, QFE 29.60, runway 26, to pattern altitude.
084, right about there. Go ahead and copy our HSD up here. HSI.
Altitude. Altitude.
We'll fly this way and see if he clears me in.
Bingo. Bingo.
Alright. Thank you, Betty. actually cleared me in. So...
Mozdok, Pontiac 1-1, request landing.
Not seeing anyone queuing to land. That doesn't mean they're not there, though. Normally they're kind of circling around here somewhere. Not seeing anyone today, though. Probably because nobody's gotten back yet. Alright. Well, let's just go ahead and line up. Fleer, you can turn off now. I don't need you on. Pretty decent amount of wind at the moment. Let's marry up our E bracket and our velocity vector. Yeah, that's a good amount of wind.
Pontiac 1-1. Mozdok, check landing gear. Wind 001 at 5 meters per second. Runway 26.
Nobody's sitting on the runway. That's good news. That wind is pretty fierce. Alright, let's go ahead and get off the runway now.
Pontiac 1-1. Taxi to parking area.
I will do that, ATC. I will go ahead and do exactly that. And by that I mean, I'll probably just pull off here on the left. Because I'm not sure whose parking space is whose. I'll kind of taxi back to where I started. That's what I'll do. Hope for the best. Very exciting. My game has not crashed yet. Knock on wood. Knock on my wooden desk. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at our F10 menu. We have just passed the 1 hour mark. We have multiple aircraft coming back, queuing up to land. Our front line is not completely cleared out. One little combatant with an AK out there. We have Leopards very, very close to capturing Vodi, which we hopefully will be able to attempt next turn. So let's go ahead and close this one out, and let's view our results. All right, let's take a look here. 8 aircraft destroyed, 19 frontline units. That's probably correct. So we lost 2 F-16s, 2 Apaches, a Bradley, one of these tow Humvees, and 2 Leopards, really. They lost 4 Fulcrums. So, and they lost 3 T-90s. All right. And a Tunguska. All right. So let's see what our front line looks like now. Yeah. That's what we want right there. So this is... How far do we got here? Just 2 miles. 2 miles. So we're going to try to do some runway capture this next turn for sure. And after that, we will start focusing our attention onto Maykop. I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.